So it's week 2 of 5 minutes to change your life, and what better way to kickstart the week than with a healthy recipe to warm us all up.
We're going to do lamb chops on a butter bean stew. We've got these lovely butter beans.
Great protein.
And fat-free as well, eh?
Yeah, very little. There's no saturated fat in there.
Loads of protein going on there.
Yeah, that is a good protein dish, yeah.
Again, just something people can knock up and fairly quickly as well. I've got some garlic here. We're trying to get the base flavour going on there, so that's why we're introducing these ingredients.
Do I need to put a bit of oil in this pan?
Yeah, if you put like a couple of tablespoons of oil, just free pouring about 50 mils of oil in there, and I'm going to add this garlic in. That's perfect. Okay. We're going to get the garlic in there, and I'll get you to get a wooden spoon out and give that a wee stir.
It's beginning to sizzle.
I'm going to add some onion in there. So we've got a little bit of smoked paprika, right?
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's going to give it another depth of flavour, okay? So we'll put about a teaspoon in there. Again, a lot of people try to rush this process, right? But let the onions, the flavour come out of it. Right. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add some red wine.
Ooh, doesn't need to be anything fancy.
No, not at all. We're going to put in about a good glass. That's a decent enough
sort of
glass.
125 ml, I'd say, in there.
The good thing about this is we're burning off all the alcohol. We're reducing it right down, so we're just getting flavour.
Right,
so what we're going to do now is we're just going to crack the heat up on that, and we're going to reduce that right down.
Okay, so that is, what did you call bubbling it? It's knacker off?
Aye, it's bubbling, it's napper. Napper. See, we've got that reduced right down, it's starting to thicken up, the colour's coming out of it. We're going to add the tomatoes in now. Again, just a tin of tomatoes or a can of tomatoes? Just a tin of chopped tomatoes, everything you want, and we're going to put in the butter beans. And if you just want to take some thyme leaves and just rip them in, and the best way to do it is grab the top of it and just pull it all the way down like that, and it'll come off. Just a couple of sprigs worth should be fine.
Alright. Oops.
That's it. We'll put a couple of cracks of wee salt in there, Amanda, and that would be great.
Pepper?
Yeah, a wee pinch of pepper in there as well. Excellent. And that needs to simmer for 15 minutes. So we just leave that, and then I guess we're onto the lamb then? We're onto the lamb indeed, yeah. Right. What I would suggest is if you're not a big fan of the lamb fat, cook it with the fat on, and take it off later. Right. Eat it without the fat. So just everything around the rim, you could take that off afterwards? You could take that off if you wish to. But what will happen is when we cook it, some of it will render down anyway. And what's the marinade? This is the marinade that you're talking about? Yeah, so we've got some garlic, some smoked paprika, and a little bit of olive oil. And just rolled that in there and let it sit in the fridge for half an hour, 40 minutes or so. Now what we've got here is, because there's oil in the marinade, we don't need to put any oil in the pan. Right. Right. And you're going to put the lamb in. Like that. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to cook it. Okay. Right. Now the best thing to do is just to leave it. Leave it, aye. You're telling me to stop bugging the lamb, aren't you? A lot of people just start prodding it, and what that does is it slows it down. We're going to give it a minute, and after a minute I want you to lift them up and turn them and face them the other way. So they're facing that way, I want you to face them that way. Is this going to give you the little lines? That's going to give you the crisscross. So you can turn that up and just, that's it. Okay. Perfect. And all we're going to do is we're going to let that cook for the same amount of time, and then we're going to turn it over. See, this is easy, this chef's lark, you know. Definitely, I mean, you've got somebody there to talk you through it, it's great. Right, you want to turn him over now. Right, we'll turn him. Right, and then we'll just, look at the colour coming out in him. And again, all we're going to do is we're going to let it cook for a minute like that, and then we're going to twist them over. So while that's cooking, I'm going to chop some parsley that's going to go into our butter bean stew at the end. Okay. Okay, so just turn the griddle pan off now, Amanda, and all we're going to do is we're going to let the lamb chops rest in there. Right. Okay, and again, the juices soak back into it, so they're not going to all come out, and that'll give you a wee time to set up your plates, get your bits and bobs ready. Okay. What we'll do now is I'll put the parsley into the butter bean stew. So this is just at the very end? Yeah, so it's soft herbs in at the end, hard herbs in at the start, so that's why the time went in early. And the parsley goes in just now. Right, so just going to plate up now. So what to do is we'll get your stew there. I'll tell you what, I'll stew first? Spin it on, I'll get you to put some of the chops on. Again, nice reds, or the butter beans like that. And get a couple of the chops, and we'll get you to put them on. That's it. Both of them? Aye, both of them, and we'll other way about. That's it, perfect. Look at that. And put just a couple of crusty bits of bread there like that. Perfect. Just be a little bit chefy here and put a little sprinkle of parsley on there just to finish it off. Yeah, a cracking wee dish there. Lamb chops, butter bean stew. Right. And you go ladies first, yeah. Oh, gentlemanly.
Very good.
Like that?
It's that smoked paprika though, isn't it? That's
yeah, it makes a big
difference.
Big difference, and it's an underlying flavour that comes through as well.
Really nice, really tasty. And you're back on Friday with a new takeaway, a healthy takeaway.
I am indeed. Looking forward to it.
Cheers, Edie. Delicious.
No
I'll take this now.
Aye.
Thanks. See ya.